Tyler ordered a pizza and only saved me one piece. Is this life really worth living? Who bought it? Whose cock goes in my mouth? Who does the work here? Hey everyone, welcome back to Ennui. Today we're going to look at r/Murderedbywords. This should be a lot of fun. DC Films still doesn't know what to do with Superman. The studio reportedly is unsure how to make the character relevant to modern audiences. Yeah, there's really no way to make the story of a space refugee adopted by farmers in Middle America who later becomes a journalist and a hero focus on righting injustices and thwarting the schemes of a selfish billionaire relevant to modern times. So difficult to do. Takeaway from #London Bridge incident. If law-abiding Londoners could carry firearms legally, it probably wouldn't have happened. Amazing how bold the terrorists are when they know their victims will be unarmed. Unarmed Londoners brought this guy down until specialist armed police could deal with him. We don't need advice from quivering, cowardly Americans scared to go to the supermarket unless they're armed to the teeth. While you were scribbling this nonsense, 22 Americans were shot dead. In a just society, Alexandria Cortez would still be a bartender. I was a bartender before I went to medical school. It was a time that I look back on fondly. I learned many important life skills, including empathy, teamwork, and effective time management. Nobody should judge another's journey. It makes you look petty. Really. As far as I'm aware, she does not have any degree in economics. Obviously, you haven't been paying much attention to my CV, because I was, and I remain, a professor of economics. Dummy.
All women are whores.
Then why can't you have sex? The Bible instructs us to pray for our leaders, and real Donald Trump needs our prayers. We have t-shirts that are a reminder to pray for 45. My daughter is wearing one. That's odd. You never made pray for 44 t-shirts. Did the Bible not instruct you to pray for the podiest during the 8 years the black guy was in office? Did white Jesus mean pray for white leaders only? Another example that white evangelicalism is nothing but white supremacy in drag. Nothing expresses white power quite like graffiti where people crap. You are doing your race proud, effing dips. I posted this looking for empathy and real advice, not mansplaining. Please don't try to tell me what my situation is when you've only read 3 brief paragraphs about it. Give me real legal advice or nothing. I have a counter-proposal. You can cram your presumption of my gender up your butt, along with your demands from attorneys offering free advice, and I'll lock and remove your post instead. How about that? Y'all think it's all sweet when y'all girl Asian, till you sit down at Thanksgiving dinner and they passing this around. Y'all stay making insensitive jokes about other cultures, but when somebody that ain't black talk about yours, the whole Twitter crying. Y'all whole hypocrites. Tax the wealthy and their charities will suffer. Yeah, but tax the wealthy and you don't need their charity. So there's that. One of the best reasons to question vaccines is because the government is mandating them. One of the best reasons to drive drunk is that the government is mandating you drive sober. The president thinks he's Rocky, but unlike Donald Trump, Rocky was willing to fight the Russians. Dang. God bless the USA. #MAGA. And then God replies, no, F off. And also, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, is patriotism at its lamest. At least you know you're free. As in, everything else in this country sucks, but at least I share the same level of liberty as Europeans, Canadians, Japanese, and half the world? Psh! Takeaway from #London Bridge incident. If law-abiding Londoners could carry firearms legally, it probably wouldn't have happened. Amazing how bold the terrorists are when they know their victims will be unarmed. Ah yes, the violence-free United States. Get shot and then have a hospital charge you the cost of your mortgage to save your life. Go to hell, boomer. Deleted a response to Chris Hartline because I incorrectly stated that his boss, Rick Scott, was CEO of a company fined $1.7 billion for Medicaid fraud, but that's incorrect. What I should have said, Rick Scott was CEO of a company fined for $1.7 billion for Medicare fraud. My apologies. The UK needs a Second Amendment. If 10% of the UK population chose to congealed carry, it would act as a deterrent to terrorists, muggers, rapists, burglars, etc., who could be stopped dead. Even brandishing a weapon could prevent crime. Hashtag UK Second Amendment. Ah yes, if only there was somewhere this had been tested, so we could see what kind of effect large numbers of gun owners would have on the number of mass killings. If only. Roses are red, that much is true. But violets are purple, not effing blue. I have been waiting for this post all my life. They are indeed purple, but one thing you've missed. The concept of purple didn't always exist. Some cultures lack names for a color, you see, hence good old Homer and his wine-dark sea, a usage so quaint, a phrasing so old, for verses of romance is sheer effing gold. So roses are red, violets once were called blue. I'm hugely pedantic, but what else is new? Have you seen this baby? He was stolen from his mother shortly after birth. In fact, the milk in this carton was intended for him. Calves are kept with their mothers for the first weeks and are fed their mother's milk. This is up to the point where milk is no longer the best thing for them, yet formula is. At this point, they are separated and put with other calves, yet still supplemented with mother's milk. These calves either go on to the herd or are sold as they are bulls. Don't feed BS and fake news. I've worked on a dairy farm. Get a effing education. He looks miserable. No dog deserves to be packed up, carted from state to state, and paraded in front of a stadium full of screaming fans. Animals are not mascots. UGA Athletics must retire Uga immediately. He should be at home with a loving family. Just a reminder, PETA euthanizes 70 to 80% of the animals it takes into its shelters, and they have the audacity to try to come at one of the best cared for dogs in the country. So you have nothing better to do than talk crap to someone who done nothing wrong? I skate regularly, actually. Skateboarding is a stupid sport. Good luck making it in life. Yeah, well, last time I checked, getting drunk regularly and beating your kids isn't in the 2020 Olympics. BS. I'm a paralegal and worked on cases where it was admitted in court by the vax manufacturer it can cause autism. Those kids were awarded millions. Do your research. You realize people can see your profile, right? You work in mechanics and construction, but let's pretend you're correct or you're both. Please cite the court record of this. I'm curious why a representative of a vaccine manufacturer would supposedly admit to something that has no scientific backing. So I wonder how they would even know for sure. Every single scientific study that has been conducted after the Wakefield study have not received the same results. Ryan replied to @RealDonaldTrump, wait till CNN fact-checks this meme as false. Failsafe says, wait until Fox claims it as a fact. One of the best reasons to question vaccines, is because the government is mandating them. Oh my gosh, my head hurts. The government mandates seatbelts, smoke detectors, bicycle helmets, car seats, and many other things to keep children safe. Are you against these things too? When he has great sense of humor, good communication, good D, not broke, smart, romantic, wants a family, protective, and accepts my attitude. Not broke is not a characteristic, and neither is good D. Plus, if after all of those needs, all you have to give back is sex, you are pathetic and worth nobody's time. Some people don't know how to cook, some people don't know how to F, and some people don't know how to keep quiet, but rarely do you see someone cop to all three in one tweet. Having sex with one person for your whole life is like eating the same one type of food for your whole life. There's been a lot of concern and criticism regarding at Chick-fil-A's charitable giving, and maybe rightly so. For Christian schools, businesses, and organizations, there's always a danger of drifting to the left. You guys are all supporting the world's sloppiest, thrice-married adulterer. Maybe the Chick family just realized gay people have more respect for marriage than you do. Tyler ordered a pizza and only saved me one piece. Is this life really worth living? Who bought it? Whose goes in my mouth? Who does the work here? Wow, that was something, wasn't it? Woo! What'd you think of that video? Why don't you tell us in the comments below? hit that like button right over there, share with all your friends and family, and of course, subscribe to this channel. And until next time, I'll see you in the future.